So basically, yeah, I'm doing another serious video, and this time I'm going to be asking again about knife crime, because it seems like it's still getting worse and worse. People are dying every day, and it's getting worse in the UK. Like, what is going on? Obviously, in this video, I'm going to be asking the public for their opinions. So if you don't agree with their opinion, feel free to comment about it, but don't go hating on them or showing them hate for having their opinion, because everyone has an opinion. I have my opinion, you have yours. I'm not going to be putting my opinion across unless somebody asks me, of course, because then I'll be rude. Make sure you go follow my social media. It'll be somewhere on the screen. I don't know where, but it'll be somewhere there. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. So I'm back down here with
Liam.
Liam, so what are your thoughts on knife crime?
I think it's wrong, and I think it's bad. Like, I mean, if you're going to sell something, then do it with words. Like, I mean, you can just easily walk away, can't you?
Yeah, 100%. Takes a bigger man. So, what do you reckon is the issue? Why do you reckon it's getting so bad?
I don't know. Like, to be honest with you, like, it's getting worse and worse, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I think it might be have to do with like maybe more drugs in the city and stuff like that. Like. But it could be like a number of reasons, like maybe just like be seen like there's more homeless about, like, so maybe it could just be to do with that, like.
Yeah, 100%. And also, do you reckon the sentence they currently have now is good enough for preventing it, or do you reckon it?
Maybe it could be more severe. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not well versed in the ways of like the political system and the justice system as currently. Like, I don't know. How do you feel about it?
Well, personally, obviously I don't normally give my opinion, but since he asked me, I feel like it is getting worse, and I feel like it's turning into a sort of a trend for young kids carrying knives at a younger age. And I feel like we just need to educate kids at a young age that carrying a knife is not cool. So I'm here with
Jamie
and
Ian, Charlie.
Right, so what are your thoughts on knife crime?
Knife crime?
Yeah.
Shite.
Facts like that. What about you?
It's not good because people die of it.
Amen to that. What about you?
Makes me horny.
Right, so I'm here with
Man like Blix.
you know, don't touch the mic, bro. Don't touch the mic. Right, so what are your thoughts on knife crime?
On what?
On knife crime.
It's a bad thing, innit?
Bad thing. Have you ever carried a knife before?
Nah, I don't know.
You don't know. Right. Not saying that you have, but hypothetically speaking, let's say you have. Why would you have carried one?
Obviously, they got ops on, isn't it? Bare ops.
Because you know the crowd are probably well educated, unlike some of us.
Opposition.
So like other people, you'd have beef and drama.
Yeah, the opposite side, innit?
So is it for safety, security?
Yeah, like
not
self-defense.
Do you not think there's other ways you could solve this issue without carrying a knife?
Not really.
Not really. So do you reckon it's getting worse, or it's just gonna? Do you reckon it's gonna keep getting worse, or it's gonna get better?
Nah, it looks like it is, but I don't think it is. It's always been the same.
It's always been the same.
Always
been like this.
Always been like that. Now just because the music's coming popular, black people are making it. These are trying to put it on black people and that. So.
Alright, true. I respect that. Lou and
Jack.
So Jack.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are your guys' opinions on knife crime?
That no one should be doing it, and it's ridiculous that there's so many. I mean, not so much in Newcastle, but it's ridiculous that it's such like an epidemic in London.
Yeah, 100%. What about yourself?
It's a broad question, obviously. Like, you'd hope that people wouldn't have to resort to it in the first place, but unfortunately, it's like a catch-22 in it. It's an escalating cycle of violence.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't know how it can be stopped, really.
Yeah. So do you reckon you have any idea on why it's growing?
Just the removal of the state, like collapse of with all the cuts on like youth centres and after-school clubs, and at the end of the day, you're gonna have more people on the streets dicking about, which leads to, I don't know, maybe more of a chance for bad influences to get hold of these kids at a young age.
Yeah, 100%. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
And last thing, do you reckon the sentence for carrying a knife is long enough?
I don't actually know how long it
I
is.
think it's about 3 years for carrying a knife. Do you reckon that's...
It seems fair, because I don't think a simple mistake of holding it for X amount of time shouldn't have to ruin your life forever. Like, someone carries a knife because they feel unsafe. If they get caught with it, 3 years punishment seems fair. Obviously, if they've used it, then it needs to be harsher. But if you're carrying it to feel safe, you've got to address the reason why they feel unsafe, as opposed to just punishing them harshly.
Right, so I'm here with
Will.
What are your thoughts on knife crime?
It's getting ridiculous, but they haven't got a clue what they're doing about it.
Yeah, so do you reckon you have an idea why it's getting worse?
I've lived that life. Not saying I've been in a gang life or
But I know that life, I've been involved with certain elements of life, it's like, and it's stupid.
Yeah.
They don't want someone in a white, no, the government wants someone in a white coat to walk into a school. I don't judge anyone on anything but some middle class white bloke, no offence to them, I'm white myself, brought up kind of middle class, to walk into a classroom and say, Gina, you'll get 4 years if you carry a knife instead of 3. Do you think that's what these kids are thinking? If they say there's more police on the streets? No, if there was more police on the streets there'd be more arrests. There wouldn't be, it wouldn't stop them going out to do it. You're not going to sit there, right, if you've had some grief for the kids from across your state, right? You're not going to go on, right, if I've seen 3 police cars a day, I'm going to do them. But if I say 4, I better not.
Yeah, you're still going to do it, you know what I mean? Right, so I'm here with
Sans Dobson.
Right, Sans Dobson. What are your opinions on knife crime?
I think it's just another type of violence that kids are using today. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. I think kids have always battled in some way, shape or form. I just think they're now a bit more scared to walk out the house like we used to when we were kids. That's my opinion.
Alright, and do you reckon the sentence is long enough for knife crime?
I think, to be honest, they've taken it out of proportion, like massively blown it out of proportion. I think if they go back to what's probably causing the problems, just raising the sentence to how long you're going to be in prison doesn't really protect you on the street if you're being attacked by somebody. I think the underlying problems is what's causing the issue.
Alright,
Put that right.
Yeah, thank you. Right, so I'm here with
Alicia.
Alicia,
Zia.
Zia, Daniela. What are your opinions on knife crime?
It's a terrible thing to be doing, to be fair.
100%. What about yourself?
It's bad.
Bad, and yourself?
Yeah, I think it's bad and it definitely should decrease and there should be more awareness on it.
Yeah, so what do you think's causing the increase in knife crime? Do you guys have any opinions on
From people.
bad influences?
Yeah. It's like they're trying to be like the London lot, like they're trying to mimic, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, understanding yourself?
Yeah, I agree with them. I feel like a lot of people are just trying to find their place because they didn't get the support they needed at home, so they go out in the streets to find that support.
Thank you, Ashley.
And it's a wavelength of different problems that they don't realise whatsoever. Well, they're starting now, but I knew this when I was 18-year-old. It's not a criminal problem, it's a massive criminal problems, social problems, welfare, fear, culture, peer pressure. I can tell you the same thing that's created knife crime, the same thing that created World War I, the same thing that creates anything. If I can't do in the bar now, the same thing, same basic things that why I might fucking end up scrapping with someone. Why? 3 simple things. Fear, hunger and pride. Right? No matter whether people want to think, oh, in the last 200 years, yeah man, we've had 2 world wars in the last 100 years, man. And people want to think of as if they're all forgotten about.
Right, so I'm here with
Monica.
Monica and
Jake.
Jake. What are your guys' opinions on knife crime?
It's disgusting and vile. And knives shouldn't be allowed. There should be a stricter law around for it.
Yeah, 100%. What about yourself?
Well, I don't know. I think I think it's it depends who raised you and stuff like that, because you wouldn't have the knife next to you if someone around you didn't have it, if you know what I mean. So it depends what you've been through really, and if you have a good person next to you, they could get you out, but I think it's no good.
Right, so I'm here with
Hugh.
Hugh, what are your opinions on knife crime?
In respect of the sentencing for people who are caught or committing offences, or what?
We'll start off on the sentencing.
Well, it's pretty severe if you get caught with a knife. Actually, one of my jobs is to defend people who have been arrested for knife crimes. So I think it's about reasonable at the moment.
Alright, no But I mean, what are your thoughts on the overall
Well,
situation on it?
It's unfortunate that people find it necessary to carry knives to defend themselves, which is probably the usual thing, as opposed to going out being a weapon of offence. It's a weapon of defence. So people get in situations that they get too frightened and they use a knife, and there's a no-win situation.
And last thing, do you have any idea why it's getting worse? Do you reckon?
I think social media. It's on the news all the time. It's kids talk about it, and peer pressure as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%.
We ain't been angels, and that was human beings have been on this planet for 38,000 years. 500 years ago, they were flogging people in the streets for pinching a big pin. And then I wonder why there's not more people going around. And now we live in a world that's so everyone's got to be so much in the main state. Through social media and everything else, everybody's got to know what everyone else is thinking. And it's not even like a choice anymore. And if you pinch and toss at me anymore, sunshine, you can walk away.
Guys, yeah, but 100% respect that. Speak some wise words, brother.
Right.
Respect you,
But what they're missing is that it's not this problem or that problem or this problem or this problem. It's all together. The government's hiding money at this, social services, the ambulances, NHS. How many policies on the streets, youth clubs, this, that and the other. But they're just hiding it all at different directions and they're not pulling together. And then the simple things which I've never heard, I've been following this closely, is that kids like knives. It's as simple as that, where it's a part of growing up. Kids like in America it's different. You get your first gun. When I was a kid, if you didn't have a Swiss Army knife, you weren't cool. But we used it to carve things in trees, and now the media has villainised knives to the point that these evil things that were only ever invented for everyone to hate each other, and which isn't the case at all.